Hello, everyone. You're watching Madden Ultimate Team, and I'm your host, the coach. This game should not disappoint, so sit back and put that remote down.
Suckup, the man tasked with getting this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This taken in at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's probably a little angry at himself. It was his fumble, obviously, a moment ago that led to the scoop and score touchdown that has him down early.
And now we find out about the psychology aspect of being a coach. Because when you have a guy that's just happened, some people want to take him out of the game immediately. Others say, you know something? Let's feed him the ball again next series and see if he's going to be able to atone for it. Let's see what they decide to do. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough. Swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. But now it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper?
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. That's taken on the 25. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Bears take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They will be led out by their now 44-year-old quarterback playing in his 22nd NFL season. Unbelievable. The great Tom Brady.
Well, we've all seen what Tom Brady can do on a football field for a couple of decades now. But how about his most impressive accomplishment? Moving to a different franchise and taking them to a Super Bowl title as well. Not many players can continually stiff-arm Father Time the way that he has.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it's a 2nd down. Now Brady. And he'll complete this one to Patterson.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. On play action, now Brady. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Brian Arakpo. Past the 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop him. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Here's a run with Mixon, and he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Joe Mixon taking it in from a yard out. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That catch good for only a couple. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. These two teams all tied after one. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. To throw is Brady. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover?
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and he'll bring this one back to the 29.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Bears are going to get the football back as we have reached the 2-minute warning. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to air one out, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On play action, it's Brady. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Looking for his big receiver, Marshall. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Stopped short, down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, they held them out on second down, and now here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, right? Yeah. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful for the yard out, and the Bears have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point try now for Succop. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
On 1st and 10, Heineke. And this is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. To the air again, Heineke. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Akeem Hicks, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And he'll get this up to about the 40. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And the play fake, and now Heineke. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. And here's Joseph Charlton now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll return it from the 6. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Rams. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Takes it at the 7. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told him, guys, if he wants to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Now a play fake. Brady. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Kerry Hyder flying in and laying the lumber defensively. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw, it's Brady. Throw left side, complete. That's Patterson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And Brady will sneak it. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. They'll run on first down. Patterson, and not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw with Brady. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air. And I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he will have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
on first down. It's Alexander, and he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Brady to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears will extend their lead.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Heineke's throw going to be caught by Davis.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
Connecting with Mixon.
And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Brady going to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patterson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Again, it's Brady. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes...
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Tom Brady, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears use this short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's got room. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke.
And finding Davis here, the tight end. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.